So have you heard about the scandal at the DMV in Florida? So apparently they have sold over 1,000 CDL licenses to illegals. Sold them. And then I think they've somehow ended up in other states like New York.
Wow.
That's crazy, man, because, you know, like the other lady said, we're talking about big rigs, though. 18-wheelers, massive, massive tons of weight.
What it do, what it do, what it do? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, what it do, what it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby. It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, welcome back.
We're about to get into some more interesting topics. The last video we just reacted to was mind-blowing.
Diabolical.
You know what I'm saying? You guys get some time out your day. Make sure y'all go check that one out. I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked about what was said in that video.
And if you are a true American, you're going to be ticked.
Right. Facts. So, moving on to the next video, let them know who we're going to react to today.
Okay, so shout out to Pink Book Lessons.
Shout out to Pink Book Lessons.
The video is titled Insane DMV Fraud Exposed. CDL licenses sold to illegal immigrants.
Everything's about the money. You know what I'm saying? You got enough money, you can damn near do anything you want to nowadays.
Man.
But anyway, let's jump right into it, man. But before we do, everybody else out there who has not yet subscribed to that channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby. Come and join the
on.
squad, man.
Half and J.
You dig? It's free of charge.
Free of charge. Free 99.
Free 99. That's the best thing you can do. Plus, we ever kicking off.
What?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom. You know, black people love free things. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
They just got caught up in Florida for issuing CDLs to undocumented immigrants. Commercial driver license to undocumented immigrants. And they did not pass any test. They just gave them money for these licenses.
It's bad enough that we are on the road with people who can't drive. It's even worse when we're behind someone who's driving an 18-wheeler with no formal training and purchases his CDL.
Evidence suggests that hundreds, if not more than 1,000 fraudulent driver's licenses were issued as part of this scheme. It's been ongoing for over 2 years, and this investigation is continuing to be ongoing and will expand statewide as we work to identify those who receive licenses illegally and hold all parties accountable.
In that same conference, they confirmed that Florida is not the only state that is involved. They stated that California, Illinois, New York, Texas, and even Pennsylvania are part of the scheme, and it's an ongoing investigation. So do not be surprised when you start seeing more CHP officers pulling over these big rigs.
So have you heard about the scandal at the DMV in Florida? So apparently they have sold over 1,000 CDL licenses to illegals. Sold them. And then I think they've somehow ended up in other states like New York.
Wow.
That's crazy, man, because, you know, like the other lady said, we're talking about big rigs, though. 18-wheelers, massive, massive tons of weight, going 65, 70 miles per hour down the freeway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people's lives is in danger.
Right.
The person who's driving the big rig, life is in danger. You know, not properly trained, not knowing, you know what I mean, the certain criteria and things like that that you need to, you know, go through. It's just insane how people are willing to accept money in exchange for a risk of somebody losing their life or getting badly hurt. That is
and they're
insane
not even
to me.
thinking.
Not even worried about it.
No, yeah, not even worried about it.
But if it happens to them or their family member, because of that same reason, it's a problem now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want to sue everybody.
To illegals. Sold them. And then I think they've somehow ended up in other states like New York, etc. They're arresting people. This is just from, I think, one office. I think you heard several months ago about they're talking about like a lot of truck drivers not speaking English and all that. Well, hello, if the Florida DMV is selling the CDL licenses to the illegal immigrants, what other states' DMVs might be selling licenses to illegal immigrants? I wonder.
This is absolutely crazy and a public safety threat to everybody, yet the mainstream media isn't interested in this story. 8 people got arrested in Florida after it was revealed that they had been a part of a driver's license scheme for about 3 years. This all happened down in Bay County, Florida. That's Panama City Beach. They have been running a scheme in Panama.
Now, you notice, I know this is what I noticed. I first seen these pictures right now. The majority of them are young people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Majority of these people who's doing this is young. Meaning that they have no care. They don't care. Like, they just want the money. They want money. So they can go back to their little neighborhoods, floss their little money, or, you know, whatever the case may be. They the plug. You know what I'm saying? In their little neighborhoods. It don't make no sense. Because I feel like older people, maybe in our age group or a little older or whatever, they're not going to participate in nothing like that.
Well, he is.
Well, one person out of 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, he may be young himself. He just may look old. I'm just saying.
Have been a part of a driver's license scheme for about 3 years. This all happened down in Bay County, Florida. That's Panama City Beach. They have been running a scheme in Panama City where employees down to the tax collector's office worked in cahoots with other scammers, third-party individuals that ran their own companies that supposedly help illegal immigrants. They all plotted together to get illegal aliens hooked up with fraudulent driver's licenses, and not just a regular license, but commercial licenses too, CDLs. Which means while you're driving on the highway, you have people driving next to you and your family in 18-wheelers who are not citizens. They've never passed any rigorous requirements to be operating that truck in the first place. It's very dangerous. They could be responsible for 80,000 pounds on the highway at any given time, placing you and everybody else on the road in extreme danger.
Yep.
Not only
That's
that,
the same thing.
one of the scammers got caught with $120,000 cash inside of their home. That's probably more than 5 times their actual pay. They found that cash.
You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
$120,000. I don't know if that's in one payment or over, you know, years or whatever the case may be. That goes to show that the money is all they care about.
Of course. This is crazy.
Inside of their home. That's probably more than 5 times their actual pay. They found that cash in their home. All of this is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from Bay County, drop Panama below in the comments. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Local, state, and federal authorities say they've uncovered a scheme where illegal immigrants were issued valid driver's licenses, and it all passed through a Bay County government office. As News 13's Grace Velez tells us, Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer joined Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford for a news conference this afternoon, laying out the details.
Public corruption brought Attorney General James Uthmeyer to Bay County Thursday. Officials say 2 Bay County tax collector's office employees were providing undocumented individuals driver's licenses in return for compensation.
Evidence suggests that hundreds, if not more than 1,000 fraudulent driver's licenses were issued as part of this scheme.
The employees, identified as Bencelli Velasco and Demetrius Smith, allegedly skipped steps and proper testing, then issued the licenses in exchange for cash or a Cash App transaction. Ford believes people from all over the state traveled here to buy the licenses and that it had been happening for about 3 years. But Bay County tax collector Chuck Perdue says they only noticed the suspicious activity last month, then contacted Ford's office.
I was starting to review our month-end reports, and I was seeing where, on average of my 80 employees, an employee on average during the month will do 20 to 25 road exams. I had one employee, Mr. Smith, who did 295 exams one month. So those exams take about 20 minutes each. So doing the math, there's not that many work hours in a week, right?
Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford says the investigation has been ongoing for around a month, with the majority of headway being made on Wednesday. So far, there have been 8 arrests, and officials have seized around $120,000 from the illicit proceedings. Some of the arrests were individuals caught with the fraudulent licenses, and others were people acting as brokers. Officials cited the involvement of a Callaway business called Cuba Max.
The investigation also led us to arrest arrest 5 additional individuals who are acting as brokers running local businesses that claim to assist with immigration paperwork, but instead arranged illegal transactions and funneled aliens from as far away as Miami to obtain licenses fraudulently.
Uzmeyer and several others blamed the Biden administration for the illegal activity.
I think today is yet another example of how the Biden border policy puts American families at risk. Here you've got hundreds of aliens that are cheating, that are breaking the law, that are buying driver's licenses without taking the test, getting on the roads, putting everybody in danger. So, if there's any silver lining to come out of this terrible, discovery, it's that law enforcement worked very well together.
So, have you guys heard about the Florida DMV that they've arrested some of their employees for selling CDL licenses? These people are not even qualified to have them, let alone go through, the proper procedure to get one. These people sold them to illegal immigrants. They're not even qualified to have a CDL, but yet they sold them. And from what I heard from the press conference, it could be up to over 1,000 CDLs.
They just got caught up in Florida for issuing CDLs to undocumented immigrants. Commercial driver license to undocumented immigrants. And they did not pass any test. They just gave them money for these licenses. And it was thousands of undocumented immigrants that they gave these CDLs to without passing any tests. And come to find out, they was using local businesses, pretending like they was helping these immigrants file paperwork, but instead, these businesses was used for illegal transactions. 8 people was in on this scheme, and they found $120,000 in one of their apartments, cash. Crazy. And getting these commercial driver's licenses is no easy task. Right. You have people spending thousands of dollars to go to school just to pass these tests.
Right.
And I can only imagine this is not only in Florida. It's just that Florida got busted. You know what I'm saying? Florida is the one that got caught. But I'm pretty sure this is nationwide. Oh, yeah. This is going on all over the place, not just Florida.
Yeah, I don't think some people realize how dangerous this is. You have people walking around with CDLs that are not citizens, they can't speak English, so they can't read pertinent road signs, nor do they pass the test, written or the driving test, because they got hooked up with one of these people here who then hooked them up with 2 employees down to the Panama City DMV. That's how they got these licenses in exchange for cash. Cuba Max was one of the main companies named in the scam, but it wasn't just Hispanic companies. There was also a 58-year-old Chinese Vietnamese man that was also arrested. He was collecting money from his people too, bringing them in to get these licenses. So not only did Hispanic illegal immigrants get these licenses without the proper testing and following protocol, but Vietnamese and Chinese illegal immigrants were also able to fraudulently obtain these licenses too. Meanwhile, Maria and Dontanarius Montavious was working down to the tax collector's office, making buku cash in cahoots with these third-party scammers, allowing these people to obtain official licenses. And they got paid a lot of money to do it. $120,000 in cash found in one of their apartments. Then the female DMV employee, she got more charges than Dontavious Montenario Smith, but we all know Demetrius is about to get the real jail time here. Up here risking his freedom for some illegal immigrants, getting them official documentation, acting like they were tested when they weren't, giving...
Well, they don't give a damn about him.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I bet ain't none of them gonna show up for no bail money.
No.
I can guarantee
course
you that.
Not.
And then, like this lady was saying, the Pink Book Lessons, she made a good point when she said that they can't even read English.
Right.
So as they're on these roads and they see these signs, first of all, how do they even get to their destination?
Right.
Number one, well, Google Maps.
GPS, yeah.
I forgot about that yet. You know what I'm saying? But they can't read what they call, you know, the signs though, like, you know what I mean, like left, right, caution, slow down, on yellow light, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be. They can't read that.
But it's, you know, you have American citizens that are paying, like he said, paying.
Yes, we know
thousands of
dollars
dollars.
themselves.
Yes, my brother.
My brother, my nephew. You know what I'm saying?
And my son, he's that's what he's planning on doing.
That's what he's.
So he's been studying, and
he's doing it the right way.
Yeah, and just to hear this, and then to see him stressing out over studying, like,
right,
that's so messed up.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
He might as well pay.
Might as well. At least he legal.
Right, he might as well.
You know what I'm saying? And can read the signs and all that.
Nah,
like,
I wouldn't even.
Straight up, and he know how to drive.
I'm just joking, you guys,
Yeah,
but it's so unfortunate that you get people who come over here illegally and get all the luxuries of U.S. citizens for a price. You could pay a price and they live good over here and don't respect our country.
They take free country literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they literally take that as really being free.
And just hearing the things that the lady said in the last video, it's disappointing to see so many people protesting.
Right. Especially this fool on the right.
Yeah.
Like, what is you doing, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even helping your own people.
He's worried about himself. He's not even worried about America.
He want the money.
Yeah.
That's all. He want the money so he can get his dreads redone. Oh, did I say that? Did I say that? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying his dreads looking kind of busted, so, you probably need the money for that, but hey.
Grants, getting them official documentation, acting like they were tested when they weren't, giving them access to official CDL licenses that they turn around and use to get jobs with these logistic companies who starve actual Americans out by taking advantage of cheaper labor, driving down rates across the entire trucking industry. This is absolutely horrible, and everybody involved should be held accountable. Yes. I don't want to see Chung Lee, Maria, and Jose with probation, and Monterio Dontavius get 20 years. They better all be held accountable, lock them all up, convict them all, and sentence all of them accordingly with the same time. Again, this is a serious safety issue. These people who can't even drive and read the road signs are getting licenses to handle 80,000 pounds on the highway. Wow. Do you know how insane that is? Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. Special thank you to Samuel.
I even feel like she said, everybody should be held accountable. I even feel like the jobs that these people are being placed in should be held accountable as well. Because you have to show documentation that you even from here, like social security cards, you know what I mean, things of that nature. Unless they got fake socials.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless they got the whole 9 shebang bang.
Yes,
but,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but this is insane. And like she was saying, this is 80,000 pounds driving down the freeway while you and your family on the way to the beach having a good time to a movie or something like that. You got to worry about me personally. I get nervous when I'm passing by a big rig. Like if I'm going down the middle lane, I got a big rig on my left, big rig on my right. I'm nervous to be 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to floor it. You know what I mean, to get ahead of them, or I'm gonna ease on down and downgrade a little bit and get behind them. But I'm definitely not gonna stay in between them for sure. You know what I mean? Now I know this is going on in California as well. I'm really gonna be on my P's and Q's now for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, but you guys let us know how you guys feel about this one.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. Jay's cooking her nice little salmon right now. You know what I mean? She's making a nice little meal. You know what I mean? It smells really good. I know you guys smell it over there. Don't y'all smell that? I know y'all smell that, right? Yeah, it smells amazing, by the way. She got the little sauce that she made with it and all that. So, she's trying to be a chef Boyardee right now. You know what I mean? She's trying to do her thing. She got the little tongs over there so she won't, squeeze out the juice and all that. You know what I mean? She thinks she know what she doing over there. You know what I mean? She thinks she know what she doing over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but y'all see a fire, y'all know where it came from.
You know what?
Nah, but
I like that chicken you burned.
I heard that. But anyway, y'all comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about this video. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts about this one. And if you guys know anybody who may have gotten their CDLs by purchasing it, and not going through the actual test, would you guys turn them in, or would you guys kind of like turn the cheek, the other cheek? No, seriously, I would like to know. Comment down below and let us know that. Is there anything you might want to add before we jump into these shout outs?
Sorry, you guys. No, it's just a huge slap in the face.
Right.
Huge slap in the face, and who knows what else is going on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only CDLs, I'm pretty sure, you know, just regular driver's license.
The whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
The whole 9 yards. And like I said, these businesses.
Like, why would you want to leave, you know?
Right.
I see why the protest is how it is.
Right.
They got it good over here.
Mm-hmm. And it's too easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then people wonder, and they get mad when they be hearing about AIs or robots or whatever the case may be taking over certain jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example right there. That's why. AI ain't gonna do that. Because it's programmed not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump to some shout outs.
Okay, so first shout out goes to Cherry Vanilla. What's up, Cherry Vanilla?
Now, if it was strawberry vanilla, I would have been on board. But cherry, yeah. But anyway, shout out to you though, Cherry. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what you thought about that one. Comment down below. Come back and join for some more.
Yes. Second shout out goes to John Dockery. What's up, John Dockery?
John Dockery. That sounds like some alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like daiquiri, you feel me? But anyway, shout out to you though, John. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction as well. Let us know what you thought about it. Comment down below. We love you guys, man.
Yes, we do.
Make sure you guys always keep God first.
Most importantly.
And we'll catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes. Peace.